perfect fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
57, Mike, 57. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike.
Off the play fake, here's Ryan. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Atlanta. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
57 to Mike, 57 to Mike. Let's go, baby, return up. Base. Get that ball. Watch twins. Watch.
They go play action now. Ryan.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw went a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This time Ryan will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hawkins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action, and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down and bringing up fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And they go play action now. Burrow. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Mixon.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Touchdown, Bengals!
Joe Mixon.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Atlanta
offense out there for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of firsts, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action, Ryan. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. On 1st down, it's Hawkins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And here comes the end around as Ryan will just leave this for his wideout. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons out. Here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
73 yards on the ground for him so far.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Second and 12.
Stop here. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 51. Ship.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Atlanta. Kyle Pitts His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. Trying to lay one up deep. A leap in, he's got it! He got it! Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow looking for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Now Ryan on first down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
57's the mic, Rock 57. Know your job. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the run. 54, Tom.
Now Ryan. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads. Rush coming, and he's taken down. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortune.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This to Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. Touchdown! Joe Mixon with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Ryan. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. John for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Burrow looking to pass. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's got a first down past the 30. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 35-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lane.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals drive, about something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, that's the way to
And
run it, boy.
all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
36.
Shedding the tackle. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
Shut him down! Shut him down! Let's do this!
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. Patterson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Ryan. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Ryan. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Dancing to his left. He completes it to Boyd. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Gun.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call